Diplomacy, the art of managing relations between nations, has always been shaped by the tools of communication available. Imagine a world without telephones or the internet. This was the reality for much of human history. Communication relied on messengers traversing vast distances, carrying scrolls and letters. These messengers were the diplomats of their time, responsible for conveying vital information between kingdoms and empires. One fascinating example is the Amarna letters, a collection of clay tablets dating back to the 14th century BC. Discovered in Egypt, these tablets reveal a complex web of communication between the Egyptian pharaoh and rulers in the Near East. Written in Akkadian, the diplomatic language of the day, these letters covered matters of trade, marriage alliances, and even regional conflicts. The invention of the printing press in the 15th century revolutionized communication, making it possible to spread information more widely and rapidly. This had a profound impact on diplomacy, allowing for the dissemination of treaties, agreements, and other diplomatic documents on an unprecedented scale. This paved the way for greater transparency and accountability in international relations. Fast forward to the 19th century, and the invention of the telegraph marked another turning point. Suddenly, messages could be transmitted across continents in a matter of minutes. This near-instantaneous communication transformed diplomacy, allowing governments to respond to events in real time and coordinate their actions more effectively. The latter half of the 20th century witnessed the rise of computers and the internet, ushering in the digital age and fundamentally changing how we communicate and interact. For diplomacy, this digital revolution has been nothing short of transformative. The internet has created unprecedented opportunities for governments to connect with each other and with citizens around the world. Email became a primary mode of communication, allowing diplomats to exchange messages quickly and efficiently, regardless of location. The ability to share documents electronically streamlined negotiations and treaty-making processes. Diplomats could now collaborate on drafts in real time, reducing delays and misunderstandings. The emergence of virtual meeting spaces enabled diplomats to hold conferences and negotiations online, reducing the need for costly and time-consuming travel. This proved particularly valuable for facilitating dialogue between geographically distant nations or during global crises when travel was restricted. The impact of the internet on diplomacy is undeniable. It has democratized access to information, empowered non-state actors, and created new channels for dialogue and cooperation. However, it has also presented new challenges, including the spread of misinformation and the need for enhanced cybersecurity measures. The rise of social media platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram marked a significant shift in the digital diplomacy landscape. These platforms provided governments with powerful tools to engage directly with global audiences, bypassing traditional media outlets. This new form of public diplomacy, often referred to as Twiplomacy or Facebook diplomacy, has become an integral part of how nations manage their international image and communicate their foreign policy objectives. Social media allows governments to share their perspectives on global issues, highlight their achievements, and respond to criticisms in real time. It enables them to reach out to citizens of other countries, fostering cross-cultural understanding and building relationships. During times of crisis, social media has proven invaluable for disseminating information, coordinating aid efforts, and countering misinformation. However, the use of social media in diplomacy is not without its challenges. The rapid-fire nature of these platforms can exacerbate tensions and lead to misunderstandings. The spread of misinformation and propaganda is a constant concern. Governments need to be savvy in their use of social media, employing strategies to combat fake news, engage authentically, and build trust with their audiences. The use of digital diplomacy is no longer a novelty. It has become an integral part of international relations. Countries around the world have embraced digital tools to advance their foreign policy objectives, ranging from promoting trade and investment to addressing global challenges like climate change and pandemics. One notable example is the United States Diplomacy 2.0 initiative, launched in 2009. This initiative aimed to leverage digital technologies to enhance public diplomacy efforts, connect with citizens worldwide, and promote American values and interests. The US State Department has been a pioneer in using social media for public diplomacy, regularly engaging with foreign audiences on platforms like Twitter and Facebook. India, with its massive and tech-savvy population, has also been at the forefront of digital diplomacy. The Indian government has used social media extensively to promote its neighbourhood-first policy, strengthening ties with neighbouring countries. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's active presence on social media has made him one of the most followed world leaders, amplifying India's voice on the global stage. The European Union has also made significant strides in incorporating digital tools into its diplomatic efforts. The EU's digital diplomacy strategy focuses on promoting digital rights, cybersecurity, and the use of technology for development. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the EU effectively used digital platforms to coordinate its response, share information, and combat misinformation. Section 5. The dark side of digital diplomacy. Misinformation and cyber threats. While digital technologies have brought about many positive changes in diplomacy, they have also created new vulnerabilities and risks. The spread of misinformation and disinformation online poses a significant threat to international stability and can undermine diplomatic efforts. False narratives, propaganda, and manipulated content can quickly go viral, influencing public opinion and exacerbating tensions between countries. The rise of cyber attacks is another major concern in the digital age. Diplomatic missions and government institutions hold sensitive information that is a prime target for hackers and foreign intelligence agencies. Cyber attacks can disrupt diplomatic communications, steal confidential data, and even sow discord between nations. Combating misinformation and cyber threats requires a multifaceted approach. Governments need to invest in robust cybersecurity measures to protect their systems and data. Diplomatic personnel need to be trained to identify and counter online disinformation campaigns. Collaboration between governments, tech companies, and civil society organizations is crucial to create a safer and more trustworthy online environment for diplomacy to thrive. Section 6. Bridging the digital divide, ensuring equitable access to digital diplomacy. As digital technologies become increasingly central to diplomacy, it's crucial to address the digital divide that exists between nations. Not all countries have equal access to technology, infrastructure, and digital literacy. This disparity can create an uneven playing field in international relations, marginalizing countries with limited digital capabilities. Bridging the digital divide is essential for ensuring that all nations can participate fully in the digital diplomacy landscape. This requires investments in internet infrastructure, particularly in developing countries. Promoting digital literacy programs can empower individuals and communities to use technology effectively and access information online. International cooperation is vital to address this challenge. Developed countries and international organizations can play a significant role in supporting digital development initiatives in underserved regions. By working together, the international community can create a more inclusive digital ecosystem that benefits all nations. Section 7. The future of digital diplomacy, AI, VR, and beyond. The future of digital diplomacy is likely to be shaped by emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and blockchain. AI-powered tools have the potential to revolutionize many aspects of diplomacy, from data analysis and translation to public diplomacy and negotiation support. AI algorithms can analyze vast amounts of data from various sources, identifying trends, patterns, and potential risks that might not be apparent to human analysts. This can provide diplomats with valuable insights to inform their decision-making processes. AI-powered translation tools can facilitate communication between diplomats speaking different languages, breaking down language barriers and fostering greater understanding. VR can create immersive experiences that enhance cultural diplomacy and public engagement. Imagine diplomats from different countries participating in a virtual summit, interacting with each other in a shared virtual environment. VR can also be used to raise awareness about global issues such as climate change or humanitarian crises by transporting people to those locations virtually. Section 8. The enduring importance of traditional diplomacy in a digital world. While digital technologies have undoubtedly transformed the diplomatic landscape, it's important to remember that they are just tools. They complement, rather than replace, the core principles and skills of traditional diplomacy. The ability to build relationships, establish trust, and negotiate effectively face-to-face remains paramount in diplomacy. Diplomats need to be skilled communicators, cultural ambassadors, and strategic thinkers. They must be able to navigate complex geopolitical situations, understand the nuances of different cultures, and build consensus among diverse stakeholders. The human element of diplomacy should not be underestimated. Building rapport, reading body language, and understanding unspoken cues are crucial aspects of diplomatic interactions. These skills are best developed through face-to-face meetings, cultural exchanges, and other forms of personal engagement. Section 9. Conclusion on a hybrid future for global relations. Digital diplomacy has fundamentally changed how nations interact and manage their international relations. From the early days of email and websites to the rise of social media and the promise of AI, technology has created unprecedented opportunities for governments to connect with each other and with citizens worldwide. However, it's essential to recognize that digital diplomacy is not a panacea. It comes with its own set of challenges, including the spread of misinformation, cybersecurity threats, and the need to bridge the digital divide. Moreover, digital tools should not overshadow the enduring importance of traditional diplomacy, which emphasizes personal relationships, cultural understanding, and the art of negotiation. The future of diplomacy is likely to be a hybrid one, combining the best of both worlds. Digital technologies will continue to play an increasingly important role, but they will need to be used strategically and ethically alongside traditional diplomatic skills and practices. By embracing a balanced approach, nations can harness the power of technology to foster greater understanding, cooperation, and peace in an increasingly interconnected world.